Hey y'all, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective weekly reading. I normally try to have my weeklies done to be released on Mondays, but I decided to extend my weekend another day. So as I am recording this, it is August 11th. We have Sun in Leo, Moon is in Pisces right now. Um, so yeah, we're gonna just jump right on in. I am starting out with the Prism Oracle. I'll then be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck as well. And then to, break down the energy, I will be using the Light Seers Tarot. So let's jump right on in and see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need for the collective as it pertains to the energy for this week. And what messages need to come through for the collective. Mercury did go direct today as well. And I can definitely, I know I can feel it. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm so glad. But I can feel the shift. Some of you may be feeling that shift also. So let's see what's going on. I'll get one more. Right. Ooh. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have creativity. And I'm laughing because when I seen this as I was cutting the deck, I automatically seen the Magician card pop up in my head. And the Magician, it deals with creativity, but it's also Virgo energy, which is ruled by Mercury. So it makes me feel like things are being put, like someone, whether this is you or someone you may be energetically connected to, like things are like the words that I'm hearing is things are cooking. So some of you could be cooking, just in a literal sense, but it feels like, I feel like the energy is back into the swing of things. Up under that we have rejection. Then we have ghost with the death card, which is transformation. And then we have magic up under that, or at the bottom. So like literally for some of you, I'm hearing like, you know how like they say with Mercury retrograde, your ex is coming back. For some of you, you have like successfully completed a Mercury retrograde without anybody coming back from the past. So that makes me feel like with the death card, yeah, like there's been some type of ending, transformation, completion, whatever the case may be. And then with the magic card, it's almost like reiterating what I was feeling off of this creativity card. Like things are back, like in motion, like how they're supposed to be. Like shit is cooking for you. Yeah, I feel like you've released, like, because this feels like it feels like old energy It doesn't specifically have to be an ex, but anybody like that you were dealing with in your past, it's done. Done, done, done. And then up under cleanse, we have peace. And with this hunger card, I'm feeling like, you know, for some of you, it almost makes me feel like you have the room or the capacity to like take on something new. Like you're almost like in an energy of excitement for, you know, what this next cycle is going to hold for you. But then under that we have pain. Now for some of you, I am feeling it like on the reverse, where, well, I don't even want to say reverse, just like the other energy. So if you're in that energy of like you completed a retrograde where, you know, no one from your past, you know, showed up, reached out, whatever the case may be, that energy is like almost in a way feeling like starved out with hunger and pain. Up under that we have confidence, which, you know, in this deck it always makes me feel some type of way, because you would think of confidence as being like at least a bright colored card, but with it being black, it always makes me feel like someone could be presenting themselves like in a confident, you know, strong like energy, but on the inside they're like that energy is not true. Yeah, it's not true. Because with hunger and pain, it's almost like, yeah, someone or this energy, this past energy is almost like, yeah, it feels like, I keep hearing the word starved out. I hope nobody is like starving physically, because like these cards equal a hunger pain. Like, so I definitely hope like there's no one out there that is, you know, struggling in the regards, you know, or in the way of not having physical food. But, you know, we don't put that type of energy out there. But I do feel it and I see it, so I'm gonna, you know, I'm an honest reader. But that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like for some of you in this creativity energy, you're in your power. Sorry, y'all. My ascendant, it comes out in its own little ways sometimes. But let's see what's going on, Spirit, as it pertains to the energy for this week. Yeah, we have space. So this makes me feel like this, like just with this space energy, like it almost makes me feel like there's possibilities. But the bottom of the deck we have fear. I do not like all of these black cards. It's almost like for some of you, for you, like I feel like the space, like you've created the space, especially with that creativity card coming out. If you know, if you're resonating with this as the watcher in that creativity energy, yeah, it's like you're for some of you, it's like you're cleaning stuff up, you're cleaning stuff out. This is so crazy how I'm feeling energy. I don't think I've ever done a reading where I'm feeling both energies like almost simultaneously, because this almost makes me feel like whoever's in this fear energy, there's like there's some type of void that they're feeling, or a space that they're, you know, currently in. Yeah, then we have rest coming out. For some of you, this other energy, it makes me feel like They may have trouble, like they may not have a place to, rest or sleep. I'm feeling like almost like the energy of like someone like lacking some type of shelter or dwelling. But for, others of you on the other side of this energy, I feel like for some of you, this rest card is coming through as like even meditating. Some of you are meditating so that, as you're in the quote unquote magician energy, meditating helps you with creating the space so that you can receive, messages. Bottom of the deck, we have the sun. I said the sun. We have success. Yeah. So something could be being highlighted for you. I almost feel like this success is an idea. If you're resonating as that creative energy. But I'm also like feeling like the energy of like, see, and even the cards are saying it, because up under success we have confidence, which, like I said, the sun, when this success card came out, the sun, it shines the light on things. And with this confident card, for some of you, like I almost feel like you're either like getting news, or you're becoming privy to someone who like may be like down and out right now. But like I said, the energy is of the past, because we have energy and ghost up under that as well. This person may be putting on like a brave face, but it's almost like that's being seen. Still with the energy of this confidence card, someone may be putting on a brave face, but on the outside, but on the inside, it's very dark. In like a spiritual and emotional sense for this person. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Yeah, we have happiness. Yeah, I feel like for some of you who are in that creative, even meditative state this week, it's almost like you're in a feel good energy. And for, even if you're resonating on the other side, or this is someone you're energetically connected to, or it's just the energy where it could, it could have some of you feeling like you're missing this. Like almost as if like happiness is passing you by. But we have faith on the bottom, followed by intuition. And then we also have protection. This mystery card feels like the moon. For some of you, you just being in this energy, if you're in that, the first energy that I was describing, it feels like, you're walking by faith, you're letting your intuition lead. For some of you, your intuition is actually protecting you from something, or, someone that you may not see, or that you can't see, because I'm feeling like you can't see them. It almost makes me feel like, why would you need to protect yourself from this energy. Why would that be, Spirit? Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I got it. So if this is from, if this is that other energy, because you're someone who walks by faith, not by sight, your intuition is very high. And it's almost like if this is the energy, someone may be trying to hide what they're feeling or how they're feeling or their situation from you. Like almost in a way like they don't want you to know that they're going through this energy of discomfort, because with sweetness and comfort here, it makes me feel like this is someone that you're at least in connect, like have been in a connection with, whether it's it could be an ex, it could be a friend or a family member, whatever the case may be. They're trying to hide their discomfort. Yeah. And further confirming that, we have the sadness card. For some of you also, this protection is spirit hiding you from this person. Because they could see you as this sweetness and comfort. And for some of you, like simply it's just your belief that you're even because of the faith that you have, the what's the word I want to use? It's not caliber. The level at which you're tapped into your own intuition. It's almost like giving you the knowing with this protection card that you're even that you're being protected even from things that you cannot see, positive or negative. It's just like really trusting in the unknown. Can I get one more, please? So many, Spirit. Can I get one more? Yeah, for some of you, if you're resonating as in this meditative state or space within yourself, you could get an idea. An idea may come to you with the ideation card. This is funny. We have ghost at the bottom. And then for some of you, if you're on the other end of this, or if this is, whoever's in this energy, because it keeps showing up. As this ghost. If someone is, in a space right now where they may be lacking that energy, it almost feels like just a covering. It's almost like they are feeling, or being within this void space is like almost giving them the idea to like come out of hiding, is what I'm feeling with the ghost and success. And that'll put a stop to what they're feeling, this hunger, this pain, and put them into flow. And show them how, with the strength card, how to be really, how to express that confidence of self, really. It's like someone is trying to resist being seen. So in this void space, if that's you, the only way, like I feel like saying, like the only way out is through. What you need to do with this ideation card, you're resisting it. Let's see what's going on. What's up, Spirit? What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, understanding, as well as protection do we need as it pertains to the collective and the energies surrounding this week? I just heard something that, I grew up always hearing, like my parents and my family say, like someone's how they used to say, a day late and a dollar short. I don't know if I like that. Like, so someone could be realizing something after the fact, something that they've known, but they didn't take any action on it. Can I get one more? Bottom of the deck we have deep knowing. So someone could be, actively resisting what their intuition is telling them. Where one energy, trusts their intuition at all costs, the other energy does not. And it's almost like now they're finding themselves, like, I'm just gonna call it like a void space where they feel like rest, peace, happiness, maybe even ideas are escaping them. And the only idea that they're getting is what their intuition is telling them. But they're actively, like, either trying to hide from it, trying to resist it. But that's what I'm feeling. Yep. So it says, just for some of you, I don't, everybody, we all come from different places. So it says the phrase, a day late and a dollar short, means that something is too late and insufficient to achieve the desired effect, often referring to missed opportunities or inadequate efforts. It conveys disappointment over tardiness and lack of resources. So we have breathe, up under deep knowing, and then we have clean it up. Yeah, this is like almost making me feel like, especially with the thinker here, like someone, like an energy, almost like a King of Swords, Queen of Swords energy that, overanalyzes. Like, what they need to do, or like how they need to do it with the clean it up card, or like almost in the energy of like procrastinating. I'm feeling like they know what they need to clean up. They know what needs to, be gotten rid of. But it's almost like they over ponder on it. It's almost like this person doesn't just know how to be, like how to go with the flow, how to let their intuition be their guide. Mm. What's going on, Spirit? Can I get one to go with this overall energy for the collective? So we have community coming out. Yeah, I almost feel like wherever this person's at, like someone doesn't feel like at home within wherever they're at, physically, within whatever community, environment, whatever the case may be. On the other hand, for the others of you, I almost feel like for some of you, the idea that you're getting, while you're in this, creative space, it may be in something that can help your community. We have a change in the wind at the bottom. Whatever this idea is meant to help others, is what I feel like. And pardon me, y'all, like I'm really struggling a little because, like I said, I've never felt energies like so simultaneous to the point where I almost feel like the reading is like, whatever you're doing, if you're in that creative space, that creative meditative space, and the idea or ideas that some of you may be getting that can help others, it almost feels like this person or this energy is going to be who you're going to help. Yeah, because it's almost like someone is seeing like what, they've been entertained by or, wrapped up in with a change in the wind, and then all that glitters it was just that, like it was an illusion, it wasn't real. It wasn't anything solid. And like I said, I always felt that energy of like this person being like over analytical with the Y card. Like someone wondering why this all that glitters isn't working for them, didn't work for them. But it almost makes me want to say, like, with a change in the wind, we're in a new time. And all that fake shit, it don't stand. Like, why aren't they able to still like work within this energy? Or why it's not working with them with the co-create card. So it's almost like they're being like pushed, oh my God, to go in a new direction. To just like follow faith with the go the distance, come to the edge, and serendipity. Like, see where life takes you outside of this. This could be an energy of, someone or multiple people that cling on to like material things, but they don't have any of that now. Or it's not doing what it once used to do for them. Like, cause it almost makes me feel like I'm like feeling somebody like that could have been very flashy with money or like material things like cars, clothes, whatever the case may be. And it's like no one's interested in that anymore. People don't care about that kind of stuff anymore. So now that nobody cares about it, like this, like I feel the feeling that whoever is in this energy is feeling of where like they just like, well, what I'm gonna do now? Like it's no longer like it's not fulfilling to this person. It doesn't attract or influence other people, or at least people that they may be around or wanting to be around. Like I feel like nobody's impressed by whatever this person like. It's unimpressed in. Oh Lord, Mercury. Like I feel like saying like I'm not impressed. Like they're unable to influence people with this whatever that glitters. Like it almost makes me feel like, and it's taking me back to a couple of years where, and I believe I even said it on here, and there's no disrespect or anything to this person. I don't know if they still watch my readings or not, but if they do, they'll know who they are. um I had told the story before a couple of years ago, and it would come up every so often, just with the energy of someone that told me that, oh, like they wanted to go buy a car. And I was like, well, why would you want to buy like that expensive ass car? Like, and you don't like, do you have a driveway to put it in? And I wasn't saying it like as a, as a dig. It was a realistic question. Like, why would you go and buy the car if you don't have, you know, the driveway to put it in? And, like, long story short, the person still went out and bought the car. They called me. They were like, yo, come outside, see my car. And I was like, I don't want to see that car because I honestly told you not to get it. But, you're going to do, people do what they want to do and you have to let them. But lo and behold, like not too long after that, we were hanging out. They came over again. And they end up telling me, they was like, yo, Jazz, I should have listened to you. But it was a little too late because now you done signed this contract. You're roped into this, lease or whatever. I don't even know what they did because I didn't ask because I wasn't interested. You don't act like, I hate when people ask you for your opinion and you tell them, and then they do the opposite. But that's neither here nor there. And like I said, it's no shade to this person. Like you asked my opinion and I gave it, and I don't even know what the situation is with the car today, and it's not any of my business, so I don't care. But it was my experience. I had the experience with the person, and that's just what the energy is bringing up for me right now. It's reminding me of that situation, and that's what I feel like. So whether this is you or someone that it could, it doesn't have to be specific, but it could be along those lines, no matter what it is. And in my experience, it was someone purchasing a car. It may have been someone who purchased something, I don't know, anything else. But it makes me feel like whoever is in this energy, again, whatever it is that they had, it's no longer doing what I don't know what they thought it was going to do, or they're not getting the reaction they thought that they were going to get, or there's something missing. Because like I said, the energy that I'm feeling is like, people are looking at them like, I'm not impressed. And that's what it is. Can I get one more, please, Spirit? Can I get one more? Ooh, too many. Can I get less cards, please? Yeah, so we have come to the edge with community. Yeah, so for some of you, if you're in that creative space, I feel like you may have people coming to you. And it could be, you know, solely based off of your beliefs is what I'm feeling now. Like people are interested now. So they could be coming to you. And whatever ideas you're getting or you have, or that, you know, you may get, it's to help these people. Yep. And we have serendipity at the bottom. Now, for some of you, it may be a whole, like, it may be multiple people. For some of you, it may just be one person. That I can't, you know, tell you. But it's almost like they're deciding to take a leap of faith and leave this behind. All that glitters with the serendipity. Like, they're allowing themselves to be almost guided in a new direction. That's different. So let's see. What's going on, Spirit? Look at this. I called both of the energies. They're telling me, like, this is your energy if you're in that creative space. Because remember how we seen the intuition and the faith card? It's almost like you're not tied down by, you know, the shit that glitters. So if this is a person or people that are coming to you, it's almost like they see you in this energy. Like for some of them, I feel like they see you elevating and just being like in flow. Like that's the only word I can, like, just allowing things to be what they are, allowing things to play out, like almost in a way like letting, you know, nature take its course. You're not resisting. Bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, masculine air energy. This feels like that thinker energy. Yeah, and then up under that we have the Six of Wands with the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah, for some of you in this energy and the Nine of Pentacles, this could be a masculine energy that was very caught up in like society, or, you know, just the material world in general, and they had a certain perspective. Someone that, you know, moved out of a lot of ego. But it's almost like with this with the King of Swords and the Six of Wands. Now the Six of Wands is also an energy of like you know, victory is being recognized and rewarded. It's almost like this person is disappointed. Like I can feel the disappointment coming off of this person. Because they're not being seen like almost how they want to be seen or received or recognized. But for you, because I actually feel like this is you in the Six of Wands, you know, you're getting it, but you're not, it's almost like you're not seeking it. So for some of you, it's like it almost gave this masculine pause with the Page of Swords, like to stop and see, like, yo, how is this person, like, so, like, I don't want to say, what is it? I don't want to say frivolous, because it's not like you're being frivolous. It's almost like as the Page of Wands, like how you're able to like almost live life with so much excitement and still be very grounded. For some of you, this may like even be like someone you don't know. Because I am getting that feeling like, oh, I just want to talk to this person. Like, because the pages are both cards of messages. But it's like, again, like I said, you invest in your intuition. You see how she's given that coin to the owl? That's where your stability comes from. And for some of you, this masculine is seeing that that's the, like almost in connecting with you is how you create this Ten of Pentacles. Or they're even, like, I don't know, like, connecting with you would create something, you know, long lasting. But it's almost like this person needs to come out of like uncertainty, which I don't understand with the King of Swords being here. King of Swords knows. Like, it almost makes me feel like this person just like doesn't, like, I almost want to say like they understand the vision, but it's almost like they don't want to, like, I don't know if they don't trust it or they have too many other things interfering, because like I said, the owl is there too. That represents intuition. But look, he got a bat over here, got a crow up here. Like, it's almost like there's too much around this masculine that is affecting them just following their intuition and what they know to be true. He's a King of Swords. So what's going on, Spirit? Yeah, see? Ugh. The devil. Yeah, something has, yeah. This person is just resisting the truth. They have a limited either mindset, perception, or something or someone is like making them like doubt themselves. And it could be like just their own mentality with this devil energy here. So it's making them feel like they need to fill a void. Can I add another one, please, Spirit? What's going on? Whatever it is keeping them limited, feeling like they don't have. or restricted. Yeah. The King of Swords. For some of them, the devil is Saturn energy. So it could be work related for this person. It could be like feeling obligated or tied down to a way of being. But it's keeping them from being free from being this Page of Wands. Like they're worried about like what, like this person could definitely have someone in their ear. With the Five of Swords. Like telling them like, nah, that ain't, like almost making them feel like they have to stay in this devil energy. We'll clarify the devil, but I don't like it. And it could just be like their friend group with the Three of Swords, or Three of Cups, excuse me. But they're wanting that new opportunity. The Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, which was in between that 9 and the 10. So it's being offered to them, but they're conflicted about it. Because it's almost like with the Five of Wands and the Two of Pentacles, they're internally conflicted, they're indecisive, and then focused on like what they're gonna lose, or what they like. I don't know, this person may not work well with other people. With the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, because it's that Two of Pentacles where this person is like, well, like they feel like they would have to give up something. Yeah, give up this devil energy. That's what you would have to give up. Can I hit another one, please? So we have the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So this is the feminine energy here. Showing up as a Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this person, if you're this energy, if you're in that creative energy, and like, cause she's even in a meditative state here, for some of you, even while, it could happen when you're meditating this week, you could receive like some like unexpected communication via this Knight of Swords. Because I feel like this person is like running towards you. We have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. With Death and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's still that Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is that come to the edge. But I feel like this person is taking some, intentional action to communicate with you. See how he's running for that motorcycle? Well, let's see. Can I get one for the devil? We have the Ace of Wands, but it fell on the floor, so I'm going to put it back. Yeah, for some of you, it's like, it could very well, like, I'm going to acknowledge it because it fell on the floor, but I'm going to put it back. But it could be like this person's like lust for like, it could be like a sex addiction for some of them, or you if you're resonating as a masculine energy. But it could also be just like they're, like it almost feels like some type of high that this person chases, but afterward, but it leaves them depleted. Whatever it is. At the Five of Pentacles. Or like it could be like they have a toxic way of like there's a lack of motivation or drive even, or just taking action. Can I get one for the devil, please? The devil? Why is the devil here? I feel like this person may, like, they may slouch a lot. Like, they don't sit up straight. Can I get one for the devil? Yeah, definitely with the hangman. So it's almost like their vice is like almost procrastination. They don't do nothing. We have the chariot at the bottom. They think about wanting to do it. They get the idea to move or take some type of action, but they don't. Can I get one more for this devil energy? And they, like, this person, like, they just wonder, like, this is someone who, like they may daydream a lot, but they have like a crippling fear with the moon here of actually like taking action to go after what it is that they want. And for some of them, what they want is a mutually beneficial connection, not something that drains them or keeps them limited or restricted. So it's like they could daydream about it. But there's a fear, and with the King of Pentacles, it's like, how can I say this? Like, they have a fear of just like showing up for themselves. And also of like wondering what other people think. Like there's an insecurity here for this person that is crippling for them. It's like they fear being stable. They have a fear of stability. That's what it is. So it's almost like this person won't go into anything unless it's already set up. Whether it's a relationship or the other, like, and if it is a relationship specifically, the other person has to have everything. Or they, has to already be established. No, that's not what partnership is. Because then you'll be like a moocher. But it's almost like this person has a fear of stability. So they like to put on the illusion that they're stable, but it's something that they fear at a subconscious and emotional level of being that, because it could almost mean like it's can't it, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't know how, and there's no judgment, but I don't know how this person rationalizes this in their mind, because it's almost like when you show up in a situation when you're secure and stable within yourself, and then you meet another person, you can only grow from that. But it's almost like this person fears like they'll be like, if they gain stability for themselves, then like, I don't know if it's a fear of them losing that stability or that it can be lost. I don't know, like, if it's even to the point where this energy feels like, oh, like they it's not even about losing control. Like, what is this? The only other thing I could think of is like status. Like this person would fear, reaching this status and then possibly like they would have to defend it, or like they could lose it, like a status or a reputation. And it's like, okay, well, if you made yourself a King of Pentacles, even if you was to lose everything, a King of Pentacles, once you know how to do something, you should be able to get it back. Like, so like this fear is like very irrational. Yes, thank you, Spirit. The Eight of Swords is at the bottom here. It's a very irrational fear on this masculine's part. Can I get one for the King of Swords? Like, because it's almost, they're saying like, no matter how you slice it, it doesn't make sense. Because that very fear is also was keeping you crippled. We have the Chariot. Yeah, this person, like, and they know, like, they need to move forward, advance. But it's almost like they self-sabotage. With the Seven of Swords, they self-sabotage. So it's almost like they move through life looking at what they can take from others in a real twisted, fucked up way, that there's and still be able to like protect themselves. Like that doesn't make sense. But the whole time they're like driving themselves crazy with this Eight of Swords, because it's a skewed view of life this person has. Can I get one more for the King of Swords? This is different. Oh no. Yeah, like they want to, like, they know they want to go after what they want, or they know that they need to make a decision that would be healthy and mutually beneficial for them, with the devil over, with the lovers over the devil. That's free. They want freedom. And it's almost like they have the freedom to choose. They know that, but they're still not choosing it. I don't get it. Give me one more for this King of Swords energy. I cannot make this shit up. The Empress. But they stay in limbo. That's on them. They refuse. They like refrain from making the choice. They don't want to let something go. Can I get one for this Queen of Cups? The Queen of Cups. Well, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Swords. So for some of you as this Queen of Cups, you walked away from this person. But now it feels like they're coming towards you. Yep. I feel like they just said lighthouse, lighthouse. With the star energy. Can I get one for this Knight of Swords? We got the Seven of Cups coming out. Yeah, the Seven of Cups is just reiterating that whatever action or communication that this masculine is about to make to you, if you're a feminine energy, they, like I said, the Seven of Cups can be a card of like wishful thinking. So with this being here, it's like they're gonna try. I'll say that they're gonna try to, like, whatever choice they're making. I just heard they're choosing love, but it's almost like they're choosing to follow their heart, where their heart is leading them. Because we have the Eight of Cups here. Because maybe they didn't choose it before. They walked away from it with the Eight of Cups. But the 8 to the 7 is the Ace. And you see how his hand is on one cup. I feel like if you're the feminine energy, you definitely can feel it. For some of you, you may be anticipating it. Yeah. But you're not saying anything. You're just, for some of you, I feel like that Queen of Swords is spirit, like almost telling you, like, when this person approaches, whether it's, physically showing up or reaching out to you via some form of communication, don't say nothing, just listen. Like, don't talk, just listen. Can I get one for this Eight of Cups and Seven of Cups? Can I just get one, please, Spirit? And I want to say we have a grand water trine going on right now between the Moon, Venus, and Jupiter. Or the Moon, Venus, and Lilith. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like that's reiterating as the feminine energy, to stand your ground. Because you walking away and following your intuition actually made you this Nine of Pentacles, this pre-Empress energy. So it's almost like this person can feel you, like almost going from this Nine of Pentacles to this Empress. And they're like on the outside looking in. Like, for some of them, they could be watching you and seeing you go through this transformation. But also for them, by them choosing love, which would be love of themselves, they're gaining, security within the self. And it is. You took a risk and they took a risk by choosing this. So the outcome could only be the Sun, where you are not afraid of the trust fall. This masculine is scared of the trust fall. I still, like, nothing is set in stone, so I can't say that they're going to actually take it. But the opportunity is there if they choose it. Can I get one more for the Seven of Cups and the Knight of Swords? And then we'll grab the guidance and advice. They have to choose it. Whoa. The Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, please. Yeah. The Ten of Wands. This person has to learn how to let the past be the past. And whatever in their past that was holding them back, that's been this burden. This is the Ten of Wands, but there's 3 there. So some type of expectation they need to leave behind with the 3 of Wands. And know that with the Seven of Wands, she still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 6 in the suitcase, which is indicative of travel. And then there's 1 in her hand, which is that new beginning. This person with that Seven of Wands needs to know that they have all they need to face whatever challenges may come, or that they may face by moving ahead. But they have to make this decision with the Lover's card from a higher perspective. Something that's right on a soul level. Can I get one more? Yep, the Knight of Pentacles. And with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, he's normally looked at as like the slowest knight in the deck, but he's also a planner. Like, it makes me feel like saying like the path will be revealed as this person goes. Like, it's almost like there'll be nuggets across, like little... It almost feels like this Knight of Pentacles energy is like spirit spoon feeding them. Because whatever they're leaving behind, it blew up via the tower. But spirit is almost like allotting this person the, you know, the time to process it with the Six of Swords. So it could even be like in the time it takes them to travel. If some of them are physically traveling, because you see that I never noticed that suitcase in the boat. And it's almost like whatever blew up with this tower, you know, it's alleviating this Nine of Swords for this masculine. It's alleviating it. The mental anguish of it all. Child, this too much. Oh, hold on, y'all. What is this devil energy, spirit? What is this devil energy? Because it is tied to this masculine. The feminine is removed. They're even, like, I almost see this as being protected from it. Like there's some type of, I don't even know what to call it. Like some sort of shield of protection. The Ten of Swords just fell out. But I'm gonna put it back. But it's this person's, like, it's their own mentality. What's the devil? Negative self-talk, or even just the way that they think. That's their hindrance. The devil, please, spirit. Can I just get one, please? Yo, my God, so funny. They said the love of the glitter. That's what this devil is. So for some of them, it could be money, status, material things. Can I get one more? They could be a manipulator. We do have the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Like they could emotionally manipulate people out of money as a way to get money. Can I get one more for the devil? And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, but they're growing out of that. or they need to, or they will. And it's almost like it's giving me like the energy of control. Like a true emperor doesn't need to emotionally manipulate people out of anything. He's comfortable in his own position. But the Wheel of Fortune is just reiterating like they're growing out of this or away from. Can I get one for the Wheel of Fortune? Yep. Thank God. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. We have the wheel, or the world, excuse me, and then the Fool. So all this is saying is that like that cycle of this person being in that energy, it's done. They're saying the wheel is here for the exalted and for an exaltation. So this person could have a placement that's exalted in Saturn. Let's see. Some type of Leo or Jupiter, or excuse me, Saturn or Jupiter placement that contributed to this dynamic. Let's see, what sign is exalted in Saturn? So Saturn is exalted in the sign of Libra. And it affects Libra's the seventh house, so it affects this person's relationships. As well. Cancer is Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, so it might be Jupiter for this person. They may have a Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter's in Cancer right now. But let's grab the guidance or advice, because I did not mean for this to go this long. So can I get one more, please? Or one for the guidance and advice. So we have the Observer coming out, which is that King of Swords energy, and then we have a change in the wind. So yeah, this person is knowing that like this change is imminent for them. They know, they can feel it. What's 49? Breaks down to what? 13, which is 4. So 13 is the Death card, is Scorpio energy, and 4 is Cancer energy, 4th house. All right, the Observer. So it says perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. The oracle's message. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. The relationship message. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely that the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take the higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself and others and in the landscape. You will find things much improved sooner than you know. The prosperity message. This is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and your projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. I feel like I said that. Trust spirit. The perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. Then we have the protection message, and that says, ever think sometimes your life options are suction cupped to your face and you can't see beyond yourself? There's a big world out there and a multitude of potential realities that you're unable to perceive at present. You're a little stuck. Oh, it says, so you're a little stuck. It's time to get advice from someone you trust, someone who has a better perspective on your circumstances. Other points of view are needed now before you move forward. Take heart. A beautiful vista is waiting for you to drink it in. You just need a little help widening your scope beyond your small self. Yeah, and I feel like for some of you, if you're that feminine energy, you're helping this person, like, in a way, see the bigger picture. See that it's not all about this, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. It makes me just feel uncomfortable just because I'm not that type of person. But, I know a lot of people, I know I'm not the only one that feels like that. But it's just like, it's so, like, just, it's not, like, to me, it's never been about what you have. Or, like, I don't care. Like, I've had people that have, pulled up to me and, came and picked me up in like $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 cars, and I refuse to get in because why? No, I'm not getting in that. I don't want to ride in it. I don't care. Like, I don't care about, no car as long as it don't have no problems. Like, I'm just not that type of person. But I know that's just me. But I do know that there's other people out there like that. Like, it's a turn off. Like, because it's almost like you're doing too much. Like, I get it, but it's just, that shit just ain't for me. Can I get one for the observer? Yeah. We have the Fool coming out and the Ten of Cups. It makes me feel like telling this person, like, yeah, it's time for you to fall back from all that shit. Because it really doesn't, it is keeping you from what you actually want. Like, you don't want to stay guarded your whole life with the Four of Pentacles. or feeling like, you're like gatekeeping your own 10 of Cups. That's what it feels like. But anyway, y'all, that's the weekly reading. I am leaving it there. I definitely thank all of you for tuning in with me. I hope it resonated for some of you, and if not, it just wasn't your story. And I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Later.